Well, hello, coffee time friends. How y'all doing? It's coffee time. It's cook time. We're having one of our favorites tonight. It's just a simple one-dish wonder. We tend to like those, don't we? Tonight we're having cabbage, some smoked sausage, beans, potatoes, all in one mix, and we're going to put a little bit of crushed tomatoes in here, or I'll crush some and put it in here. That's just a good, it's not a soup. It's a heartier meal than that, but it's one dish. You can put over rice. You can serve it over pasta or something like that. But the cabbage and that is our favorite thing. And it's a go-to a lot in the summer, isn't it, Mama?
Yeah.
So, this is getting warmed up. I'm just going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in here. That's what we're going to start our little pan out with. I'm going to use these because they're getting really close on date. And I've not had a party. And I've not made y'all any little smokies or done any of that, but I have these in there and I want to go ahead and use them, or I would just cut up a smoked sausage. So it's little smokies going in. It don't matter what you use. I've used little smokies. I've used Frank's, you know, the hot dogs that are like the smoked sausage, and I've used smoked sausage. But I find it doesn't affect the taste, whichever you use. You just want to get them in there. Now, come right down here, and I'm gonna cut this cabbage up. Just gonna slice it, and then I'm gonna just cross hatch it. Just get it in there. These come together very quickly. This is a good night when you're like, I don't know what I want to eat. You don't want to fix a meatloaf. You don't want to have to fix chopped beef steak. You don't want to do pork chops. You want something good, but yet you don't want to fix a bunch of dishes. And Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the night we do less, I guess, than any other night. Monday we usually have some form of a leftover that we can add up with something else. And Tuesdays, we're just tired, or what? I don't know what it is. Mama, how come that is? We do different things. Sometimes it's
Monday and Tuesday.
Sometimes it's Taco Tuesdays, or we'll do hamburgers or something.
We did Taco Tuesdays last week, but that's the first time in a long time.
We've done Taco Tuesday a couple of weeks before that. On your request. Mama's into that taco. Now she's into pizza. Mama, what's going on?
I don't know.
Tell everybody. Her tasting is changing. You still want pizza, or is that past you?
Oh, I ain't thought much more about it since then.
So you ain't like just chomping at the bits for some pizza.
I need to put that over here and get it hot started, because that's so slow about heating up. On high.
It's on. I tell you what we might want to do is let me cut them potatoes up and do them in a separate. I call this a one-hit wonder.
It'll be all right, because they're cooked. They just have to heat.
They won't be browned or anything. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mama said I ain't throwing in another dish.
Oh, that's more to order.
Now I'm just giving this the rough chop. I'm just getting it into pieces. Some sort of pieces that I can put in this pot, okay? Now this looks like a lot of cabbage, as we always discuss, but it's going to come down. And I'll use it for lunch, and Mama might even eat some of this for lunch. This is one of our mutual favorites. We both love cabbage fixed any way, any day. And this just makes for a beautiful supper, lunch, and it's something that we have on rotation quite a bit. We change it up. We do a little different. Sometimes I put tomatoes in it. Sometimes I don't. Today's one of the days I think I want tomatoes. I think I am.
You got tomatoes there?
I was going to let you get either you want, sometimes you like the whole ones and we crush them, or sometimes you want the others. So you just, whichever one you want would be great, Mama. Now I'm going to just, these carrots I had left the other day, I'm just going to grate them up right quick. You could slice these into matchstick, but I don't have that. That's going to cook quicker than that. That's going to cook quicker. So I'm just grating some carrots. Grating these carrots down that I had extra the other day. What do I make? I made something I had extra carrots. Just going to grate them up. It'll add that little bit of sweet flavor.
Stewed tomatoes or whole tomatoes.
Whichever one you like. Sometimes you claim you like the taste of one better than the other. Do you know which one?
We'll just use the stewed.
Stewed because they're already done.
Yeah, they're already sliced.
The whole tomatoes, usually, if you buy tomatoes, the larger the tomato, the better quality normally it was in the field. So they use the big ones. The whole ones are usually the best looking ones, first picks. The smaller they get down to juice is the least quality. So a lot of times, like in chilies, we'll use whole tomatoes, puree them up, and then we'll use them that way instead of buying cubes or stewed or something else. I know I've got some chunks of carrots left there, but I'm not taking my fingers that close to that grater. I'm just going to be honest with you. Y'all remember the night I cut my thumb on the mandolin? I'm a little gun shy. But I'll save those carrots for a soup or a chop. I could chop some probably, but they won't be as small as those. We'll see what they do. I can chop these up. I'm not going to take my fingers all the way to the bottom though. And I don't recommend you all do that either. Now I bought a glove after that, and anytime I use that mandolin, I'm going to use that glove. There's just some things that just the thoughts of it makes you a little sideways. These will cook up like this pretty quickly. Now that's starting to sizzle. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but it's starting to get there. We may have to move it over to the big stove.
I think if you got it good and hot, it would cook hot.
Mama likes good and hot. She'd like to be on one of them old cook stoves where she built a fire and she know it's hot. Wouldn't you, Mama? Did you ever cook on those much? I know Aunt Elle had one.
Yeah, we had one when I was little.
Did you have one growing up?
Yeah.
I never had heard you talk about the old cook stove at your house. Mm-hmm. Did you use it for bath water and everything?
Yep. We got an electric one though, but we had an old cook stove. It was big, set in the corner of the kitchen.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. We had it for years and stuff. So.
Now these potatoes, these are cheating potatoes, but look how good they look. We have found we like them pretty good. We like to use them in stuff like this, and we enjoy sometimes even in soups. And they taste like a cooked potato. You can salt them. You can even mash them. If you get out of regular potatoes or don't want to fool with them, get you some cans of these. Mash you up a can. This is perfect if you're a one-person household and you think, I don't buy a whole sack of potatoes because they go to sprout. Or I just don't eat them fast enough to buy them. These are whole canned potatoes. We get them at the Save-A-Lot, and I'm sure you get them anywhere. And this would be a good amount for one person to mash. Put a little butter in it. Heat them on the stove. Put a little butter. Put a little cream. Mash them up. You've got a good meal. Good hearty meal. Like it, like it, like it. We use them because we used to always keep plenty of potatoes, but now we don't grow as many, so we don't have as many. Do we, Mom?
No.
But we've learned a shortcut pretty good, haven't we?
Yeah, you learn a lot of things. As you get older, you learn more.
And you are willing to compromise more.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I wouldn't usually do a canned potato, but you know what? That's pretty easy. Makes for easier living. I'm cleaning as I go, and this ain't done nothing but make a mess, as you can see here. But it's going to clean pretty easy. So what y'all cooking? What y'all eating? Yes, I did offer to get Mama pizza tonight. Earlier in the day, she said, "No, I'm not in the mood for it now. I always keep canned potatoes on hand." Carol, it's a good idea. You can throw those over some home green beans, and they're just as good. We love them. I heard those canned potatoes are good, and I'm going to try them. Here's what we get. This is just Pickwell Farms. It's whole new potatoes. That's what Save-A-Lot has.
You can have the sliced ones.
And we buy the sliced ones too. They're handy for frying. Now they don't taste like a potato you start out raw and fry if you're used to that flavor, but they do fry up and they do brown up and they do taste pretty good. You can't, it tastes better than not having any, or better than saying, I don't want to buy a bag of potatoes because I waste them. And that happens. Even me and Mama, we eat quite a bit of potatoes. We'll get them to sprouting sometimes, certain parts of the year. And
Seem like they're sprouting
pretty good these days, ain't they?
awful quick at times. I feel, now we used to, when I was growing up, we had a cellar. And we kept our canned stuff in the cellar and our potatoes and everything in that cellar. And I didn't know, I don't remember them sprouting so bad until up when it got closer time to replant potatoes.
Yeah, that's when I was a kid. We'd go down and we'd knock all the sprouts off, clean them up, and sometimes you'd even plant some of them.
Yeah, but it seems like they're sprouting. And these, if you buy, they'll sprout just about as soon as you buy them.
Mm-hmm. Let's try that back over here and let's see if
Maybe
it...
warmer houses or something.
Yeah, I don't know. The conditions are different. Maybe. I don't know. Now, our Tupperware potato bin helps keep them from sprouting because it gives them the air and the circulation. But all the potatoes we have sometimes won't fit in there. Sometimes we have a few extra. Try that, Mama.
Slide them down.
Okay, let's get our beans in here. I'm just using red beans. Just red beans. You've heard of red beans and rice. This is red beans and cabbage. And kidney beans, right there they are. And then our tomato, and that's it. That's it. We've not done any spices. So we're going to do universal spices, which is salt. Tomatoes and potatoes and cabbage all love salt. And black pepper. Black pepper. Well, come on, black pepper.
It's coming out.
I know, but I like plenty of it.
It's so fine that you ain't seen it.
And I'm going to put a little bit of the Nature's, or the Southern Secret onion and garlic. Just to get that onion garlic flavor in there, and a tinge of lemony. And that's it right there. Y'all's Southern Secret. If you don't have it, you can go to Y'all's Brands and pick you up some of that.
I don't know if that's going to be enough tomatoes in with it or not.
Well, if there's a doubt about it, let's just put some more in there. Once you get a can of, you reckon juice or diced?
Diced tomatoes or tomato sauce.
What do you think? You want sauce? Probably sauce. Reckon sauce? I guess sauce would be the best because that's what we're looking for. Juicy tomato.
There's a big can of crushed tomatoes down on the second shelf, I think. Would be thick. Or is they? Or are they? This is enough for an army again.
Now that I found a huge can of refried beans.
Yeah. I found 2 cans of refried beans since we...
I don't see any, Mama. Big old can. I don't see any. I see none.
You see none?
Nope. So we'll just have to go with what I see, or unless you want to go look.
I'll look. I'm going to put this lid. Put a lid on that.
Yes, ma'am. That looks good. Let's open up this can here of tomato sauce, because we want it to be good in tomato. But I'm going to bring you over here and let you see it. It is one of those healthy meals that you can enjoy. It's not like eating a green leafy salad, but it's full of beans, which is good. It's got some good protein in it with the smoky sausages. And once you eat it, you're not hungry in 10 minutes.
I've got this. I've got that. No problem.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put the sauce anyway. You're going to put a bunch of tomatoes in it. Mama's going to found a gallon.
I don't use it if you put that in.
Okay. She found this big old thing of crushed tomato. One she thought she knew was in there. But this has got the, what do you call the first tomato?
Stewed tomato.
Stewed tomato, and this is tomato sauce. Oh, I'm glad we got this big old deep Tupperware pot, because it's taking every inch of real estate I got here. Now you can leave this out with no tomatoes, and we do fix it that way every once in a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring y'all over here. I'm going to show you what we have. That's the goodie right there. There's the whole smokies, the red beans, the carrots. See, it's not a soup at all. It's just something you could put over rice if you want it. Or you could put it with, probably pasta would be good. All that sounds good. And I'm gonna let that get hot over here. And I'm going to go ahead and unplug the little stove here. Clean him up. Somebody got tomato sauce on him.
Oh, that wasn't me.
Mama, the jury's not out on it.
Yes, it is.
You could have done something. I ain't sure.
I didn't do that.
Let's clean up a minute. Excuse me while I clean. Let's get all this over here. All that. This. We're through with the can opener. This thing here is kind of worrisome because it gets hot. Sometimes not hot enough to cook the way we want to cook. We're through with that too. I'm going to use a ladle because I want all that juice and goodness and all that wonderful goodie when we actually get to dip into it. I don't want to lose none of the good tomato we've added. Well, when you grate carrots and when you chop cabbage, you are making quite a mess. Woo! I feel like I've done something now. Cleaning up like that. Mama, we've done more cleaning than we usually do after the supper.
Well, it was kind of everywhere.
It was kind of everywhere. Somebody done that. Well, report on Mama's garden. Everything seems to have survived our 2 freezes. We had a little bit of frost both mornings, but we seem to have survived. Good thing, 2 things. Mama covered up everything with cardboard boxes, and Abby was out there gardening. And no squirrels come around. I'm just telling you the truth. Why wouldn't he not? Oh, mercy. No, Lord, they worried about me standing up again. Looks so good. I don't know what that was. Cornbread would be good with it. Nola's answering some question about me standing up. People, y'all get a little sideways over stuff like that. Like John's standing, John's sitting. Why don't he get off that stool? Why don't he do that? If I had a camera crew or something, we could both stand. We could get a Zoom. It would be a whole lot easier. When I'm cooking, if I'm cooking down here, even standing on the counter, I'd be headless. I'm going to do you a headless video one night. I'm going to show you what it is if we do it the other way. The reason we chose a long time ago to do it this way. But the best thing, and I'm going to tell you this just like a friend, the best thing is for y'all to relax yourself down a little bit and quit worrying about every little detail. Quit worrying if I'm standing, if I'm sitting, just so you can see what we're doing. All we want to do is come on, share a little fun and enjoyment. But I'll get comment after comment about, and one woman said the other night, why don't he get off that stool and help Mama? If something happened to her, he would. People, I work here all the time. Mama can vouch for that. Mama, do I make you do all the work?
No, you don't.
Do I cook quite a bit?
Yeah, you cook quite a bit on these shows. I see you.
Mama does what she wants to. I don't ask her to do stuff. So let's just refocus and get to the real thing of what we're here for. And I want all the viewers we can get. We really do. We enjoy you. And when the ones that are here for the right reason, we just like to have many of you. But you all who've got comments to make and negativity, you're going to get deleted. Banned and there's options on there. It's not necessary to come up with that stuff, folks. And I'm tired of addressing it on videos because we're wasting time right now with what we want to be doing over whether I stood up or not. I didn't even think about it because that's just what we normally do. So if you're only on here for that, go ahead and just click us off right now. And don't rejoin us if that's what you're here for. Because that's not what we're interested in. And nobody else down through here who hears for the right reason, they're not interested in this mess either. So let's get back to what we normally do. So tell me what y'all are eating. I'm excited. Thank you, Nola, for taking care of that. You flag those like you do every night, and I will ban them. It's part of my job. Part of my full-time job is taking care of people who are here for the wrong reason. I'm in the middle of town, and it's been an amazing, beautiful day. Frost warning again tonight. Teresa, is there frost warnings here?
I haven't heard.
Teresa says there is.
Ooh.
Hey, Miss Nancy, how are you? True, they don't like each other. Deb, who don't like each other? Hi, John and Mama. Had a nice separating evening. Oh, we're going to. We survived our garden from the frost too. So happy. Karen, isn't that a wonderful feeling when you go out the next morning and you pop them boxes off or take them sheets off and everything's just green and it just waves at you and says, hey, we made it. I took the boxes off this morning and as I would pull them off the beans, they were just like stretching out. It was just funny to how happy they seemed to be out of the covers.
I don't see that cold temperatures or no warnings or nothing.
I haven't gotten any warnings. I'll check it out so we know if we need to rebox. But all of our stuff was just lush and green and beautiful. And but now last night or the night before one, in our hayfield, there was some vines and stuff, and they died.
That was not before last.
It was cold enough to kill that, and that's usually in the fall. Those weeds can take a frost or two. I told Mama, I said, it must have been colder than we thought. Because it's those, my daddy used to call them highway weeds. They always grow up along the side of the highways. They got a big old leaf on them, about that big. And they're lush and green, but they're pretty well just weeds. It killed all them out, which is unusual for this time of year. So it must have been colder than we thought. But Karen, I'm like you. I'm just glad to see it survive. Have y'all ever canned potatoes? No, I haven't. Mama, have you ever canned potatoes?
No, my sister has.
Mama's sister has. So it's in the family. But Mama's never canned potatoes. Loves you, John and Mama. I watch every day from Michigan. Well, hello, Vanessa. We're glad to have you here from Michigan. I made your no-bake cookies yesterday. Delicious. That was your first time? I'm going to have to try them, Debbie. I've never successfully made them without Mama. Looks great. Well, thank you. I haven't tried in years. But used to, Mama would make them for the kids all the time. Well, some of the kids were here. And they said, we want cookies. And Mama wasn't here. And I said, I can make them. I've watched her. I made a couple of batches, and both of them was awful. One was hard and one was runny. But they act like they ate them, but they wasn't Mama's. So I've really never tried since then. But those no-bake cookies, there's a distinct art to it. And it comes in with that 1 minute boil. You got to make sure you hit that 1 minute boil. And then you got to get it quick. You've got to quickly get them dipped up. Now, if you want to make little bitty bite-sized ones, like it says, a teaspoon, you better have your helper. You better put your 2 wax papers out there. And here's what it should look like, folks, once it's boiled.
There you go.
You better put your 2 sheets of wax paper, put the pot in the middle, and 2 of you get to dipping, because it'll set up on you. Now, I've seen it done successfully, and Mama done it once or twice with that little bitty bite-sized pieces for Christmas. It's hard, ain't it, Mama?
Yeah.
The way she does it with a spoonful is hard enough. But when you start doing...
And I don't like, you just pop them in your mouth, you don't get a good bite.
When you start doing little bitty tablespoon size, a lot of people will use a cookie scoop, a small cookie scoop, and put them out quicker. That might work, but it's hard. Should I have gotten bowls out, Mama?
You want the blue bowls or red bowls?
Or do you want this will be cooler.
Yeah, it'll go down.
This will go cooler, quicker. We like to be able to eat it. All right, Mama's got it done. Mama's got it done, people. That was quick. This is an easy, quick weeknight meal. It's got everything in there you could possibly ask for. It's got your protein in there with the little smokies, but now you can use, it's prettier. I will say that it's prettier with kielbasa because you have the big slices. But you got your protein. You got beans, which is legumes, and they're good for you.
Good protein.
Protein. You got the cabbage, which is good for you. You've got tomatoes, which is good for you. We didn't do anything but olive oil. You can do bacon grease. But all that is good for you. And I'm going to give Mama
Oh, no, not so much.
a good...
That's enough.
And I'm going to give you some juice, because I know you like that tomato. That's what you're trying to get hold of. We'll go with it.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Is that enough for you?
Yeah. Enough.
She's bossy. She's bossy like that. Now, if you're like me, and I know a lot of you are, you like a little Frank's hot sauce, you can add it on your plate. If everybody in the family likes it, you can put it right in the dish. I'm not going to tonight, but sometimes I do. That could be considered a stew, maybe, or a stoop. What is it, a stew soup? They call it stew.
No, I don't keep all them words.
But we just call it a good hearty meal. And if you had rice under that, it's delicious. We're just not going to do it. We're just not going to do the rice. It's got carbs. You know how we are. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this meal. We thank you for supplying it for us, Lord. We thank you for nourishing our bodies with it. Thank you for giving us the privilege of sitting here together and partaking of it, dear Lord, and all the friends that have joined us tonight. Dear Lord, we just pray for each and every prayer request out there, every need. every heart that needs a change, dear Lord. And dear Lord, we just pray for this world and pray for our leaders and the decisions they make. Watch over and lead, guide, and direct us in everything we do. In your name we pray. Amen. Okay, Mama, this will cool off quicker because it's in this flat plate.
I know it.
But it's a good high rim plate. It ain't going nowhere. You got your potatoes in here. It's a hearty meal. And you've seen us do something similar to this before, I'm sure. You like it pretty good, don't you, Mama?
Yeah. Something different, and it's for a change.
Oh, hot, hot, hot.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of mixing mine around to let it
Yeah,
cool.
wait a second, because it's hot.
Mm-hmm. I cut my little smoky up so it would cool.
It's delicious. It's delicious. Didn't put much in it, even much seasoning. Just a little bit here and a little bit there. All we really added is salt, pepper, in Southern Secret. And that was it. I think I'll cut that little smoky up a little bit too, Mama.
It helps.
Biting into that hot might leave its mark. It sure is good with rice on it, though. A bed of rice, then put this over it. Y'all try it that way. We used to do it that way, didn't we, Mama?
Yeah, and it's good with egg noodles.
Egg noodles, yeah. We've done it with egg noodles before, but I think the rice is better. You can use any kind of rice, brown rice, long grain rice, wild rice. And you can even do the 90-second rice, and it's pretty quick and easy. That bite cooled down. All right. Anybody got anything tonight? Any questions or anything? Hey, Britt Lewis, how are you? Hey, Teresa. Good idea, John. Preach. Well, thank you. See, I don't mean to preach, and I don't like to have to preach, but people get a little sideways over the wrong stuff. We need to de-stress and decompress and enjoy life. Just laugh a little bit and quit worrying about every little detail sometimes.
I call them silly things because it don't amount to nothing. It's silly stuff.
That's right. This sure is good, Mama.
Yeah.
Your tomatoes added, that juice helped it a lot.
Well, the cabbage cooked down and made it juicy too.
Of course, I'm going to have to add some black pepper. Would you like some black pepper, Mama?
A little spill around.
I'll let you sprinkle. You want either this crank kind? This is the light grind if you want it, the tricolor. You like it.
I done got this on here.
Frank's hot sauce is good with it. All right. Pepper made it better. Hey, John and Mama. Hey, Anna. How are you? That's right, Pam. We do what works for us. Everybody does, don't they? We haven't been able to plan here. Dorothy, we shouldn't have.
No.
Indianapolis supper looks good. Dorothy, we shouldn't have. We know better. We know better and we don't do better. But
I like early stuff though.
We get the fever, and you want to have. Mama likes bragging rights.
Right.
Now her sister lives south of here, and when her sister starts bragging about what all she's done, then Mama says, "I ain't planted a thing." Mama says, "I gotta get something in the ground." Our friend that comes around her once in a while, he used to come around more. He'd always say, "I've already got lettuce up," and Mama said, "I ain't even planted any." So Mama ain't gonna be able to do that, are you?
Mm-mm.
It's just for fun. But really, we should wait until Mother's Day. That's our cutoff for frost usually, May 10th, May 11th. But We got beans up. We got lettuce up. Now, it could have took them out. We've got onions, a whole patch of onions. It could have took them out, but you put cardboard boxes on it. You say a little prayer and you go on your way. But we got beans out, and they've lived. And this could be our last frost. So, you take a chance every now and then.
This is the
23rd.
23rd?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we ain't got many more days in April anyway.
Next Wednesday's May 1st.
Ooh. So that means tomorrow is the last day of our Tupperware sales.
Yep. Tupperware tomorrow, yeah.
I was thinking we had another Wednesday, but next Wednesday's May the 1st. We don't.
Well, there's 30 days.
Yeah, you're right, I think.
I think the 30th is a week from today, ain't it? Am I right?
7 days, yeah.
All right. Y'all got any questions tonight about our supper? There it is, folks. It's going to be good tomorrow, too. And you could turn that into a soup. Just add you some more tomato juice, and you could have a full-fledged soup out of it. But all this heartiness together, it's just good to get it all in one skillet sometime and cook it up. Ain't it, Mama?
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's all we got tonight. If y'all don't have any other questions, and if Mama don't have anything to add,
No. I'm good today.
all right. I'm going to go out and enjoy some of that sunshine, that green grass. It's so pretty out there. Even if I just sit on the porch and look at it. But I like to get out there in it sometimes, you know. So I'm going to go and take a walk around the farm and just see what's going on. I'm like Mama, I get nosy. I have to go around and see what's growing, what needs done. Get me a chore list up. I was out earlier this week, and I found some chore list, and I took care of part of it. We've got, all of a sudden, an abundance of poison ivy that we didn't used to have.
It's getting bad.
There's some on a tree. There was some out by the corner of the house. I thought, I don't ever remember poison ivy being out here like this. I chopped it out. So get rid of that. And
I don't fool with it. I look at it and break out.
I break out a little bit on my hands now. When I was a kid, I could do anything with it and it didn't bother me. Now I get just a few spots on my hands.
It didn't bother him, it didn't bother you, but I could walk by and look at it and have spots on me.
Yeah, I could get all that took care of. But everything's looking good. It's not grown up too big yet. Everything's really nice. And I like to go out and enjoy the early spring this time of year. That frost might take some of those weeds down a little bit. Helps with some allergies, maybe. We'll see. If I'm talking like this tomorrow, I can say, well, you shouldn't have got out there. Mommy, got anything you want to add tonight?
No.
You're wearing another pretty shirt.
This is my UR sweatshirt. I've been cold. I had on that thinning yesterday.
This is raised on sweet tea and Jesus.
And I said, I wasn't freezing today. Putting on this UR sweatshirt, it's warm.
Well, it's 74 now, Mama.
I don't care what temperature.
Well, I'm not arguing about it. I'm just saying yesterday was 62.
Yeah.
74, so you should have a better time coming.
Yeah, it was better today, but I still stay cold. I believe it's some of my medicine makes me
Well, I'm sure it is.
stays colder, but
I'm sure it is. All right, Mama.
I need to take some heat pills to warm me up.
You'll warm up out there in that bean patch this summer. I'll take this on a little video tour now that everything survived and show you the beans and stuff because they're really been good.
Show them where the potatoes used to be, where the squirrels has destroyed them.
Squirrels. I looked. There were squirrel prints everywhere.
Oh, no, they wasn't either. That's your imagination.
Mama, it was clearly squirrels.
No, it wasn't. What kind of prints did you see in there?
Squirrel. Y'all have a blessed night. Get out and do something fun. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. And who knows, we might cook something else. Who knows? We might not, though. You know how we are. Mama?
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful evening.